Blog Talk Radio.
It's the Ed Show, not the Ted Show. It's the sit back, relax in your bed show. It's the Ed Show. Come on to the Ed Show. You can talk to Ed on the Ed Show. Hey, everybody. It's your friend Ed. Back again on another Thursday night. Yeah, we just sitting here looking around, talking, trying to figure out what's going on tonight. I'm just watching some football, got some bets going on, and had my dinner, got my belly all ready. Yeah, that's just what I'm doing right now. I don't know what you kids are doing. You guys probably in your bathing suits about to go swimming or something. I don't know. Some people probably swimming, but some people, they probably at the ski resort or something. I don't know. I'm thinking about going on vacation, though. Thinking about it. Thinking about going, I might go to Hawaii, or Myrtle Beach, or Orlando or something like that. I don't know. I might. These people be calling me on the phone all the time talking about, oh, yeah, Ed, you can come down to Orlando, stay 4 days, 3 nights for like $200. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. But I don't know, man, if I want to go see Mickey Mouse and them people. You know, I don't know if you kids ever been to Orlando. I live in Las Vegas, so how come they don't give me no trip to Las Vegas? I want to go to Las Vegas. Even though I'm in Las Vegas, I could drive to Las Vegas like in 5 minutes. That I could drive right to Las Vegas. Because if I'm in Las Vegas, then they offer me a trip to Las Vegas, and that means I'm going to be in Las Vegas for my trip. You understand what I'm saying? Well, listen, I got my co-host. He should be on the line by now. Number 19, Mike Dale, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Ed.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, you know our buddy cousin Brandon?
Yeah?
He's down in Orlando at Disney World right now. He's been down there for like the last 6 days.
Oh, them people probably called him, man. They had to call him because they calling everybody. These people calling, saying, hey, listen, we're going to give you a vacation to Orlando or Las Vegas or Myrtle Beach or Hawaii or New York City. Man, they trying to get people to go everywhere. How can they give a vacation for such cheap price? That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't know. But hey, Ed, I think we have a special guest on the line. Someone we haven't heard from in a long time.
Who, we do?
Yeah, would you like to introduce the guest? I think you know who it is.
Oh, yeah. Hey, listen, everybody. I know you guys going to be excited. Because, listen, my good friend is calling now. He just got out of jail because he had little problems with his seminary, with the church and all that. So I think it should be Pastor Reeves should be on the line. Pastor Reeves, is you there?
Oh, Ed, it is so good to hear your voice again. It has been a long time, Ed, a long time.
I know. Pastor Reeves, I know. And I'm glad you got out of your troubles, man. I'm glad. What happened?
Ed, I don't know. It was like you've probably heard the stories of Paul and Silas that were locked away in jail in the days of the New Testament, and I don't know what happened. Ed, I just know that I got locked away, and there were some ugly stories, and Ed, I want you to know that they weren't true. Those stories I called them my angels, but they were in the hot tub when the police came, and one thing and another, and he said, she said, Ed, it was a terrible thing. But you know, I look at times like this, Ed, and I know that all things happen for a purpose. I know that all things happen for a purpose, and great things, Ed, have come from this.
And I know because I was glad that I heard, because you know how I knew I had found out you was getting out of jail when I got that invitation to your Super Bowl party that you opening that new church up. So I was like, Jesus Christ, man, you know, Pastor Reeves is going to have his new church, and
it's close
on Super Bowl weekend, huh?
Ed, it's close. It's close. We need to raise money for God's work, and we've got some back bills with the angels that I want to take care of them. Ed, it's really touch and go right now, but perhaps you can help. We're doing some very exciting things with the new church. I'm going to call it the First Church of Far Out Fellowship. I want something that's contemporary. And yes, Ed, I'm glad that word has gotten to you that we're having a Super Bowl party. We're charging, I know it seems like a lot, but we're charging $100 a person to come to Pastor Reeves' Super Bowl party where we launch the First Church of Far Out Fellowship. And I'm hoping that you and many of your friends can come. I have to admit that some of the stories are true, that we're just having it at Best Buy in the big screen demo area, but it was hard to build a church in this short period of time, but I'm doing all that we can. We need money. We need money, Ed. We're looking at, well, I'm figuring we need probably about $100,000. But this is God's work. That's all we need. You know, while I was gone, they took the church bus.
They took the
church bus. Yes, they did, Ed. They took the church bus.
Let me ask number 19. Do you remember about the church bus and all that, number 19?
Yeah, if I recall, Pastor Reeves would drive around and pick up people on the church bus and have little Bible reading.
But you never let me ride in the church bus. I never got to ride in the goddamn church bus, not whatsoever.
Ed, we've gone. Please, Ed, we've gone over. No, we've gone over this.
You got the Mercedes-Benz, and you talking about that's church bus. How come I can't ride in no church bus? That's what I want.
Well, if I recall, Pastor Reeves, correct me if I'm wrong, but mostly it was just, as you would say, your angels or maybe the foxier-looking ladies of the congregation that rode on the bus.
Why do you look at these poor lost souls and only see the fact that they have large bosoms and are scantily clad?
Well, I never mentioned either of those things, but all right. Yeah.
Ed was at what you did the last time. These are things that scarred me to the bone. Things that scarred me to the bone, and I held on to them. Do you have any idea? How rough prison is in Las Vegas County? Did you know that they have? I know the
$5,000 I give you not too long ago. I ain't getting nothing for it, man. I didn't get one thing. Listen, you told me the last time when I gave you that money. You said, "Listen, Ed, you're gonna have a special thing with the church." And that I'm going to have my own little suite and all kinds of stuff to watch the ball games and all this with the, special people that will come in the rooms and all this. And I didn't get nothing.
Well, let me tell you where
what kind of church you want to have? If I can't trust your church, who can I trust? That's what I'm saying.
Well, Ed, let me tell you, I had my own little suite for the past several months. It was 10 by 10, and I shared it with a guy named Chuck.
I don't remember about no church, but listen, I ain't been doing nothing like that because I'm not in no jail. I don't even know how to spell jail. See, that's how cool I am that I can't even go to jail because if you can't spell something, you can't do nothing.
Well, in fairness, there are a lot of words you don't know how to spell. But Pastor Reeves, what was Chuck in jail for? Do you know what he was?
He was in jail. He was in jail for making indecent overtures to an inanimate object, and that's all I know. That's all I know, but I prayed for him every night. Well, he was a disturbed young man.
I'm pretty lucky then, huh?
Wow. I didn't know it was a crime, but he was covered 1/9 in tattoos from the top of his head to the soles of his feet. It was frightening to look at. He had one tattoo 1/9. There was a tattoo. It was a tattoo of a small fishing boat. It was tattooed on the side of his penis. When he would get excited, it would turn into an aircraft carrier. It was frightening to watch.
Well, listen, man.
Listen.
Can I get a discount to the Super Bowl party?
Well, here's what I'm going to do, Ed. You did give me the $5,000 for your suite, and I called it the Close to God suite. And here's what I've done for you. I have prepared, and I'd like to extend this offer to any friends of yours, Ed. For $5,000, I've created a booklet with little tear-out coupons that can be used at any time. Now, they also say Mike's Car Wash on them, so if you can't attend church, you can get your car washed. But on the days that you can attend church at a new chapel, you can sit closer to me, which means that you'll be sitting, of course, closer to God.
I know.
How does that sound?
I remember that one time when I didn't have no money, and you made me sit back in the $25 seats. Man, that was too far away, man. I need to be up front, $250 seats, $250 seats. Those are the best seats in the house, man.
Those are the best seats, Ed.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. So if I can, I want VIP treatment when I come to church.
Here's what we're going to do. Ed, I certainly appreciate, and I know that you've been praying for me while I've been away in jail. Here's what I'm going to do. I would like for both you and 1-9 and up to 10 of your friends to come on Saturday and sit in the VIP section for as long as you like on Saturday. I want you to feel free to do that.
But there ain't no church on Saturday.
Churches. Ed, I'm trying to do something nice for you, and all you can do is pick apart the small details. But you will be in the
ball game on. How many TVs you gonna have in this new chapel? That's what I need to know.
Well, hopefully we'll have more than in prison, because do you know how few flat screens there were in this prison? You realize I got there, and there was not access to pay-per-view. This is the kind of inhumane torture that people experience in Las Vegas County penal systems. There are not enough flat panels. There's not pay-per-view. They have taken away probably 2/3 of our best magazines. Now, admittedly, some of them had scantily clad women in them, and they were a sore temptation to these people as well. But nonetheless, freedoms are taken away. What kind of jail is it that takes freedoms away from people? I don't understand. It was
when you get locked up, you ain't supposed to be doing nothing except learning about being locked up.
Well, let me tell you, Ed, I learned about that, but now I'm back.
That's what I'm saying. I know, but see, listen, you're not giving me. Listen, if you want me to tell all my friends out there in the radio world to come to your church and pile it like it used to be piled, then you're going to have to give me some kind of beneficial deal, treatment that I can get, just like how these people been calling me talking about, you're going to get 3 days and you go to Orlando for $200. But see, you're not giving me nothing like that. I done give you all kind of money, and now, am I getting drink tickets? Do I get drink tickets at church or what? Am I getting drink tickets? What?
Ed, it's a stroke of genius. Ed, do you understand that we need to make money for the First Church of Far Out Fellowship? Now, work with me on this, Ed, because you and 1-9 are obviously very aware and very educated. What if we picked a place? What if we picked a place and for only $1,000, you got an all expenses paid dream vacation to? Let me look on the map here. How does Sparks, Nevada sound? Would that be a good location? Have you been to Sparks, Nevada before?
I've never been to Sparks.
Well, it could be a time of discovery.
No, you don't want to have to go to Sparks, man. I think that's a small town. Just have them come to Las Vegas. Come to Las Vegas, they pay $1,000. Listen to what we do. We'll go ahead and we'll get these hotels.
Ed, that's a wonderful idea. Here's what we'll do. Communicate with all of your friends. Now, I realize that Las Vegas is Sin City, as they call it, but I think you're on to something, Ed. Let's have everybody pay. Now, it will cost a little more, but have them pay $2,000 to come to Las Vegas. And Ed, I want to give you, to show my appreciation, and also you, 1-9, because you've been a faithful partner in prayer for all of this time. I want to give each one of you a week in Las Vegas.
Well, I'm already in Las Vegas. So are you. So, I mean, number 1-9.
I'm not. I could use a week
number
in
1-9 is in Pittsburgh. Yes, number 1-9. Number 1-9 not married no more. See, when he was locked up, number 1-9, his wife left him for the postman.
Yeah, it was unfortunate.
She left him for a letter carrier.
for a postman.
Yeah.
Yeah, he delivered more than the mail.
The postman always rings twice. Hey, little baby, you got to shut your mouth, little baby. You're not a baby that came in here talking all this trash. Listen,
I just heard a little baby in the background.
That's what I'm saying. The little baby, man, he's 6 years old now, and he's running around here growling like he's a goddamn tarantula.
Hey Pastor Reeves, you think the baby might be possessed?
Huh? What?
Pastor Reeves, do you think the baby might be possessed? Ed's baby?
Well, I haven't had a lot of experience at
I bet you guys
my last chapel.
Sponsored by Jack in the Box.
Yeah, at my last chapel, we really didn't have many children because, of course, the angels that were part of the church worked long hours. There weren't many children, and normally we would just have
sandwich at Jack in the Box for only 99 cents tomorrow only at all participating Jack in the Box. Okay, go ahead.
Well, I got to tell you, I'm very concerned about what's going on right now. I don't know if you know this or not, Ed, but I was released on November the 11th. So I was released on 11/11/11.
Yeah.
And when I walked out,
that was 11
it was a little bit after 11 o'clock. And when I looked at my watch, it was 11/11 on 11/11/11. Now, here's something that's very frightening. The last time, I think it might be a sign from God, because the last time that happened, believe it or not, was exactly 100 years ago. And I'm here to make a prophecy that it's going to happen again in exactly 100 years. Now, do you think?
How do you know that? How do you know that?
I predict, and I'm going to go on record with you, Ed, and 1-9, that
I don't think it'll happen. I don't think
on November 11th, in the year 2111, I think it will be 11/11/11 again. And here's the other thing that frightens me. If you read that backwards, you know what it is? 11/11/11. I believe that we are in the final days.
Hey, stop talking all that crazy stuff. That stuff freaks me out, man. Don't be doing that.
That's not crazy stuff, Ed. That's not crazy stuff. That is a matter of fact. You ask anybody. On November 11th, it was 11/11/11. And backward, 11/11/11. Ed, you're not following me here, and this is really critical.
That's freaky stuff. I don't like even hearing about when you turn stuff backwards. I don't want to know nothing about it.
I know, but it's a hard thing to hear. But, Ed, here's what you need to do. I believe that can only mean one thing. I believe it can only mean that these are the final days. The final days, Ed. It is important right now that everybody that you know, sell all of their worldly possessions and bring that filthy lucre to me and allow me to dispose of it, because the final days have started.
I don't know about that. Listen to this. I'm going to tell you something that you probably don't know. There's only 38 more shoplifting days till Christmas.
My time has flown. Only 38 more shoplifting days. Ed, it's another idea. What if everybody used those 38 shoplifting days that are left to the fullest advantage? Now imagine, Ed, if they were caught by the authorities. The very same authorities. What?
The easiest place to shoplift? Target. They don't got no security in that place, man. None. None
well,
at all.
No, Ed, I don't want to disagree with you, but they do. It's Target and Walmart both have strict security, but they do hire the handicapped, and they do hire a lot of people that have poor eyesight. for security. And that's the only reason you get away with it. But Ed, you're on to something. What if everybody...
I got four jars of toothpaste out of Target the other day and nobody said nothing.
I tried that once probably about 8 years ago, just to see if I could get Satan to tempt me, and I was punished by God because I got one of the tubes home and I used it. It was preparation H. It was a terrible experience, and I repented of my ways. But Ed, we're drifting off point here. What if everybody used those 38 shoplifting days that are left to the fullest advantage? If they were caught, they could say that they were only doing it to serve God, and I would back them up.
See, that's one thing. If you do a crime and you tell them that you're doing it for God, you don't even get charged with no crime. They let you go.
I think it's
that
a
happens a lot
idea.
of times. I know. Yeah.
Ed, I know that 1-9 has gone off to Pittsburgh. I don't know why anybody would do that.
I was born here. I've never
know.
been in Vegas, Pastor Reeves. I've always lived in this area.
Yeah. Pastor Reeves, listen to this. Do you know that Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania is where the first one-piece bathing suit was worn? Do you know that?
Did you know that close to there, in a little town in Indiana, was the first time a bikini was ever seen? It's a little town called Seymour, and they called it the Seymour suit. They later changed the name.
That's where John Mellencamp from, Seymour, Indiana. But listen to this. Do you know why Pittsburgh invented a one-piece bathing suit?
I do not.
Have you ever seen a Pittsburgh woman in a two-piece? Yuck. Yeah. Ugh. They're disgusting.
That's one of the Ed's favorite jokes. He's got three jokes that he likes. That's all.
Hush mouth. Hey, Pastor Reeves, though, man, we got a lot of stuff going on tonight, though, man, but I appreciate you calling.
Ed, it has been like the song of angels to hear your voice. And 1-9, I have missed you.
I'll call you tomorrow, and then we'll work it out, man, and see. I'm going to find people from my show's going to come, and then we'll VIP for the Super Bowl party. That's in February, so we got enough money. I want everybody to send $20 to Pastor Reeves so we get this church built. Only $100,000. That's it.
That's all I need, Ed.
$20.
Well, there's
Pastor Reeves, are you or your church on Facebook or Twitter or anything? People could follow you.
Yeah, you got to get that on. You got to get that on the.
No,
Twitter,
I'm starting a new one called Church Book. Do you think it'll go over well?
Church Book.
Oh, I don't know how to do your business, but what about Prayer Book? Prayer Book.
I am so uplifted this tonight.
Make everybody pay $1 and they get a free prayer.
There are so many great ideas that are out there. And the thing is, they really don't need to pay $1. Tell me what you think about this. Let's start a new site called Prayer Book. And all I need is for them to put in a credit card number with the security code and the expiration date, and we'll only use it if we need to use it. What do you think? Would that go over?
That's right. And maybe you could only have, instead of having everyone post.
Let me get my Visa card out real quick. Hold on.
Instead of maybe having only everyone post, you could only have like attractive young women post photos on Prayer Book.
Hey man, how come there's a receipt on the back of my toilet?
I don't know.
How come there's a what?
A receipt.
A receipt on the back of your toilet.
A receipt for what, Ed?
I don't know. It says it's got a $sign and a 9 and a 1 and a 9 and a dot and a 0 and a 0. And then there's another sticker on here that says removal by consumer only, and then
all right, David. We'll let you try to figure out the mystery.
Do not flush condoms in the toilet.
Yeah. All right. Well, Pastor Reeves, thanks again so much for calling. It was great hearing from you. I'm glad you're out of the jail. And
yeah, we'll keep it.
Well, great ideas tonight. Thank you so much. Ed seems a little disoriented. Please stay with him until the sun comes up tomorrow. And I want both of you to think in terms of perhaps accepting a position with my new church as in fundraising. There's fundraising begins with the word fun, does it not?
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
It ends with the letters ING, too.
So many good ideas.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And
All right,
backwards,
Pastor,
it doesn't matter. Have a good night.
All right, thanks, buddy. There he goes. The great Pastor Reeves. What about that, the Far Out Fellowship? That's his new church.
Well, I'm just saying, I just want to make sure I get my money's worth this time. I mean, last time he tells me, he's like, yeah, man, just give me $5,000 because, I hadn't went for a while to church. And then, hey, man, why you telling me to hush my mouth? You got to be quiet. I'm talking. I'm trying to hear my show. What show?
He's trying to hear his show, the Ed.
Listen, this is my house. This is my house. This is not your house. Well, I don't care if you listen to me or not. I'm going to take your ears and throw them in the trash.
Yeah.
I'm going to take his ears off and throw them in the trash.
That'll learn him.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So.
Hey, Ed, I'm watching the football game right now. We're taping this Thursday night, and the Broncos and the Jets. It's 10-3 Jets.
Yeah, the Jets about to tear my new butt in a minute.
Well, the Jets scored a touchdown. That running back fumbled, and some big fat dude fell on it and got a touchdown.
Yeah, I got the Jets -6. I bet $550 on the game tonight to win $500. So I'm hoping the Jets can do it because I don't like the Tim Tebow kid.
I like the Tim Tebow kid.
Well, you look like
He's
Tim Tebow. That's probably why.
He's entertaining.
You probably look just like him. No, he don't entertain me nothing.
This is great. His offense is great. I love it. They're doing all kind of crazy stuff, options and wishbone formations and all kind of nonsense. I love it.
He's like the new Randall Cunningham, huh?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I mean, John Fox isn't helping him out sometimes. They got to let him try and throw more on first down, I think, But he just tried to pass.
Why don't you call up there and tell him to do it?
Yeah, I think I will. But I find this because we always talk about football and strategies and stuff. Like because we've said many times, the two of us, if we put our minds together, we could lead any team to the Super Bowl. Like you'd be the offensive coordinator, I'd be the defensive coordinator, or vice versa, whatever you want. I'll do anything. I can scheme anything, Ed. But I want to see people innovate with the running game. We're getting all this stuff for the passing game. I want to see someone really come up with some crazy stuff for the running game. And it's nice to see Denver doing some wacky stuff.
Yeah, I put two quarterbacks.
Oh, Tebow just missed the bomb. Oh, so close.
I put two quarterbacks in the formation together. I mean, I'd play Kyle Orton and Tim Tebow together and have them both sit out there and figure out, you don't know who's going to snap the ball to who. All that stuff. And, hey, listen to this, though. Today I seen somebody twittered to the Adam Rank and says, Adam, the Eagles, man, are playing so bad. Remember when you said that the Tony Dungy was probably going to be the Eagles' next coach?
Rank's taking credit for your idea?
Now, listen to this. The Adam Rank tweets out to the fella. I can't take credit for that. The Ed from Las Vegas is the one that hit me to that. So I appreciate that the Adam Rank is not a thief like the Dave.
Yeah, Adam Rank's good.
Dave Damashek is a thief. Put a warning poster out for him. The guy goes on the NFL Network talking about, oh, he got a scoop. Man, that's my scoop. Hey,
Ed, were you watching any of this football game? On the first play that Denver ran, they tried one of those little option deals, and Tebow gave the ball to the running back, and he peeled off to the right, and Bart Scott came up and just cracked him real hard, drilled him. I thought he was going to knock him out. Tebow got up like there's no trouble in it or anything. But don't you think that should still be a flag? Because it wasn't.
No.
If he faked it and faked him out, well, yeah, that's Bart Scott's problem, not Tebow's. So they should still throw a flag on that, right?
Why? Was Tebow the run? Did Tebow have the ball?
No, he handed it off, and it wasn't like a bang play. There was a good 2 or 3 steps, and then he got clocked.
No, because he's not back passing. If he's passing, that's different because he's in a vulnerable position. He hands the ball off. He's fair game.
But if a normal quarterback would hand the ball off and a lineman comes in and cracks him,
that's not a penalty.
Totally,
not on a handoff.
It was totally removed from the play. The ball was way off to the left.
Not on a handoff. Not on a handoff. If he's back passing because of the way that the awkward movements of throwing the ball, that's the only reason they call those penalties, because they're moving their arms and in different situations. The handoff, you're supposed to be ready at all times.
Well, on every running play, I would just assign someone to go into the backfield and crack the quarterback.
Yeah, I would too. I don't know why they don't do that. See, that's another innovation that me and you could have came up with.
That's right.
Yeah, every single time you got a spy on the quarterback and pow, right in the kissing.
Yeah, don't worry about him handing it off. Just go in there and finish your hit, like in hockey. Finish your hit. Yeah.
Hey, I'm done with Santa Claus training now.
Oh, it's over?
Well, I mean, no, because this is just starting. But we're off for the next couple of days, and then Monday I start off at the mall.
Oh, okay, so just the training. You're ready to start legitimate Santa Claus performing.
And you should see my Mrs. Claus, man.
Yeah, you said she's very fetching.
Yeah, she's super good looking, I'll tell you that.
Why is she
coming over?
Like, we know why you're... Oh, yeah, she's coming over, right, whatever. But we know why you're doing Santa Claus.
Yeah, right, whatever. You know she's coming.
No, yeah, because I'm sure she's really looking for a 58-year-old man with a hernia and no prospects. But when you go to train for Santa Claus, we understand why. You're a broken old man who has nothing left in his life. But why is this foxy young woman there as Mrs. Claus? Like, what's her story?
She's good looking.
Yeah, I know she's good looking, but why? You think how many good looking ladies are down on their luck that they're at Santa Claus training? You know, you think usually good looking ladies have it pretty easy. You know, people take care of them and do whatever they want.
Why is she down on her luck, man? Why are you saying that?
Well, because why else? She's got to be like a stripper or maybe like an addict of some sort, right?
Well, I'll find out if she's a stripper or not. If she ain't never came over and told me yet.
Or do you think she's like a college kid looking for extra money, or I don't know?
I think she's a good looking girl.
Yeah. Well, keep your hands to yourself, Dad. You know what I'm saying? Don't be playing grab ass with Mrs. Claus.
Listen, as long as I got money in my pocket, she's fair game.
Yeah. All right. So, did you graduate first in your Santa class?
Well, they really didn't tell us. They just told us that we have passed the initiation. Now, listen to this. All the other Santas and me, we all got together, and we're thinking about getting tattoos of Santa Claus on our right arm.
Oh, well, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So if we do that, then everybody will be uniformized.
Uniformized.
That means we all blood brothers forever.
Yeah, do you think you guys will have, like, class reunions in future years?
Yeah, I'm sure we will. There's about...
Even the Mexicos? Would you invite the Mexicos?
There was 26 Santa Clauses, okay?
Yeah.
Me and another fella, these old black fellas. Then we had 20 white fellas and the 4 Mexicos.
Yeah.
Now, of all these 26 Santas, 14 of them returned from last year.
Oh.
Yeah, so they already veterans.
Now, did they have to go through training again? Is it like an every year thing? You got to keep trying out every year, or are they?
Yeah, you got to sharpen up your skills. You got to know the name of the horses. You got to know the name of everything that happens.
Well, the reindeer. They're not really horses.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, come on, Donna. Come on, listen. Come on, Rudolph. Come on, Dixon. Come on. All you guys, do whatever you got to do, and let's get this sleigh going.
Yeah, get that sleigh going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad the Santa Claus training's finished.
Running through the snow, it's all made of clay. We gonna be all down, dancing every day. We gonna be right there. We gonna do it right. We gonna do what they all say. It's on Christmas night. Oh, jingle bells, jingle bells. We gonna jingle them all the way. Oh, what fun to ride in a one-horse sleigh. Hey, jingle bells. That's what I'm saying. So,
hey, it snowed here today in Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Did it really?
Yep.
How much snow came?
Nothing really laid on the ground, but it was quite the storm there for a bit. Hey, Broncos wide receivers could help Tebow out if they could, would actually catch a football once in a while.
I don't know. Hey, man, did you see another coach done raping kids now? The Syracuse assistant basketball coach was raping the ball boy.
What?
Yeah. What kind of nonsense is this, man? Now everybody coaches. Now can't nobody have faith in the coach.
Yeah.
I didn't know coaches was fags.
At least Pastor Reeves never gets into that kind of trouble, you know.
Nah, he didn't have no problem when he was in jail, and he don't coach teams either.
Yeah.
He don't coach them.
So what else you got planned for the big show tonight, Ed? You told Pastor Reeves you got a lot to talk about, so what do you have in store?
I don't know, man. I bought this new gel for my hair.
You bought gel? You don't have hair.
Well, I mean, I got a little bit. I'm trying to grow it out.
Oh, so it's supposed to grow hair on your head?
No, I'm trying to get some waves in my head.
Oh. So I thought maybe, do you remember those Chia Pet things you had? Maybe you could, like, spread some of that stuff on your head and water it, and maybe it could grow?
Well, that's ridiculous. Did you see they found pictures of Obama kissing the dude from Venezuela?
They found pictures of Obama kissing the dude from Israel.
No, Venezuela. Hugo
Chavez?
Yeah.
And they're, like, making out, or what?
Yeah.
And he's getting to, like, third base, or what's going on?
You didn't see the picture.
No, I didn't.
You better get on your Google right now. I want you to Google Obama and Hugo Chavez kissing, and tell me what you see.
All right, let me
I want everybody in the world, if they ain't seen it, to do it.
All right, let's see. I got the iPad here. Hugo Chavez, Obama, kissing. Let's see. White House slams ad showing Obama Chavez kiss.
Yeah, so I'm saying they got caught. These fools got
It's a
caught
digitally altered image of President Obama and Hugo Chavez kissing.
That's what I'm saying. They was kissing. They was having a White House dinner meeting, and they got a little too much to drink, and guess what happened?
Well, Ed, you know there are rumors that President Obama may like the fellas. You know.
I don't know. He looked kind of sweet a little bit, but I don't know. I like Herman Cain.
I don't want to cast scurrilous rumors.
Herman Cain looked like he can handle 3 or 4 women at a time.
Well, Herman Cain, there's a lot of shady stuff about that fella. But do you know a basketball player named Reggie Love?
Yeah, Reggie Love. That's Obama's boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
maybe in more ways than one. See what I'm saying?
Oh, Jesus Christ. You think so?
Yeah.
Look it up. Michelle Obama kind of looked like a man a little bit.
Yeah.
She got
all kind of stories about
and all that stuff like that, so I don't know.
Yeah, Denver just intercepted Sanchez, touchdown. Tied the game.
You gotta be kidding me. They gonna fire Buddy Ryan. The Jets gonna fire Buddy Ryan, man.
Well, it's Rex Ryan. But,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. His son.
Well, Sanchez throwing a pick. That's so good.
If the Jets lose in Denver, can you imagine if the Jets lose to the Broncos?
Oh, I would love it because all week people were saying, "Oh, there's no way Tebow and the Broncos are beating the Jets. There's no way." Oh, I'd love it. It'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah.
Well, who else can tell you what else can happen? Hey, this portion of the Ed Show is sponsored by Office Depot, where you can get color copies for 49 cents.
Ah, nice.
Listen, now, do you ever use mouthwash that don't have tartar protection?
Well, yeah, I don't usually use mainstream dental products. I use the all-natural stuff, you know.
Now, how do you get natural mouthwash? Just spit?
Well, you know, you go to the health food stores, Ed, and, you know, you can get whatever you need there.
No, I ain't talking about food. I'm talking about mouthwash.
Well, yeah, they have all that stuff there as well, you know.
You can't get mouthwash at no food store.
Well, it's a health food store. Yeah, I don't really use the mouthwash. For my mouthwash, I use like some hydrogen peroxide and water, and you just rinse your mouth out with that. And
now what happens if you swallow that hydrogen peroxide? What if you swallow it?
Well, you don't swallow it.
You'll die.
It'll kill all the germs and stuff in your mouth and make your teeth all fresh.
What I'm saying is sometimes you swallow the mouthwash a little bit. Like if you put too much in your mouth, it's going to swallow.
Well, you dilute the hydrogen peroxide, 50-50 water and peroxide. So
okay, now what do you like when you shave your face? What you got to use? Health food store shaving cream?
I just use water, Ed.
Yeah, but you can't get all that off there. You just doing dry shave then.
Warm water and then I just shave. I'm tough.
No, but if you got to go to like a meeting or something, you got to have it all off your face.
Well, it all comes off my face.
Yeah.
Some of us aren't babies that we need to put lotions and creams on our face to shave.
What about your eyebrows? What do you do with those?
No, I don't shave my eyebrows. I keep them pretty much where they are.
You got to clip them.
Well, what if I want to look like Andy Rooney? Andy Rooney is one of your heroes, right? You want to look like Andy Rooney.
He got some bushy eyes, but he's been bushy-eyed for years, man. He was bushy-eyed when bushy-eyed was cool. He just didn't know not to be cool no more.
Yeah, I didn't even know bushy eyes were cool.
Yeah. Back in 19...
Hey, Ed, I'm trying to think what else is... Oh, well, we never talked about your buddy Manny Pacquiao, did we? On the show?
Oh, in that fight with Manny Pacquiao last weekend. Oh, Jesus Christ. Now, I'm going to tell you something. That fight with Floyd Mayweather... The problem is not Manny Pacquiao not wanting to fight, and it's not Floyd Mayweather not wanting to fight. The problem is that Pacquiao's promoter, Bob Arum, does not want the fight to happen. Now, you may say, why would
everyone for all these years, they always said Don King was such a crook and such a crook. But Bob Arum's just as bad, like worse, right?
Bob Arum is worse.
Yeah.
Listen, Don King was never a crook.
Well, I don't know about that, but...
No, listen, we went over this many times.
Yeah.
But listen, Bob Arum, the reason why he doesn't want that fight to happen is because Manny Pacquiao is his cash cow. That's his last hope of anything, of making big money. And Bob Arum's old as hell, too. He's 78 years old, man. So he don't got too much more time to promote. So he don't want Pacquiao to do nothing, to mess up nothing. So, and see, the reason why, one of the sticking points in this thing is that Bob Arum, if Pacquiao wins the first fight, Bob Arum has said he wants sole promotional rights to the rematch. Now, Floyd is like, no, because Floyd is his own promoter pretty much. He uses Golden Boy kind of a little bit. But when Floyd asked Bob, he said, okay, but if I win and we do a rematch, I get the full deal. Bob Arum said, fair. Bob Arum said no. Because, see, Bob Arum, I don't know if a lot of people know this, used to be Floyd's promoter. They had a bad falling out, and Floyd went to a fella named Jay Prince, who Jay Prince started getting into boxing after he founded Ruthless Records, not Ruthless Records, but, was it Ruthless? Yeah, it might have been. I can't remember which one, but you remember a group called the Ghetto Boys?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Jay Prince, he was their manager, and he co-founded all that whole movement down in Houston for all that type of music, with the Ghetto Boys, with Scarface, all them fellas like that. Now, Jay Prince, he got into boxing, him and his boys, and they started promoting, and they got a hold of Floyd Mayweather and got him to leave Bob Arum. Then Floyd left Jay Prince and started doing his own thing. Then Jay Prince went on, and he's got like Andre Ward, who's in the middleweight championship, picture, and he's got a whole bunch of other fighters too. So these guys all, have all got histories and paths together. And Bob Arum, Floyd figured out you don't need no promoter in the boxing game. You can promote your own thing. So that's why his money stays with him. And Bob Arum don't want to take no chances on losing. That's why he wants the Marquez fight again. And then they said, oh, this fight drew a sold-out crowd. Most of the fight was Mexico's, man. There was more Mexicos than Philippines in the whole atmosphere of that fight that night.
Yeah.
They was.
But you think Arum would want to cash out on the big, like you said, he doesn't have much time left in the business anyway. You think he'd want to cash out on the big Mayweather-Pacquiao fight?
He doesn't want to go out a loser.
Yeah.
He doesn't want his boy to lose. Because Manny Pacquiao got no goddamn chance. Remember how he used to
Hey, what about the changes to baseball? Did you hear about all that stuff?
I already told you the Astros was going to the American League. I told you that last year.
Yeah. Yep, the Astros are in the American League. It's not going to be next year, the year after, right? 2013.
No, 2013. But I told you this last year that this was going to happen. And they expanded the playoffs, all that stuff.
Yeah, so now I'm a little sketchy. I didn't hear the full story about the playoffs, but I guess next year there's going to be a one-game playoff, another wild card team, and then the two wild card teams will play a one-game playoff. But in 2013, will that change to a full series? I wasn't clear on that. Is that going to change then in 2013 for like a full series, or is it always going to stay one game?
I think it's just going to stay to one game.
Well, that's pretty. Do you like that change? I think that's pretty nifty, right?
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care about that. I mean, I wish they'd do the thing where the team with the best record got the more of an advantage, especially in the wild card round.
Yeah, this really is kind of odd because they still didn't change the aspect of the how you can't play the wild card team if it's in your own division, which makes no sense whatsoever. But so whoever wins that wild card game, they may not even play the team with the best record. But I don't know.
That's dumb. I mean, how dumb is that? Who cares if they're in the same division? What
I don't understand that either. Like, why could that possibly matter? You know?
That matters nothing. That matters not a goddamn thing. Why?
So actually, this change may even benefit, like, the second place team. So,
it could.
Yeah.
Because you want your team to be in the wild card. You want somebody from your division to be in the wild card. Then if you got the best record, you ain't got to play them.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I don't know. But hey. But the NBA, you see nobody care about the NBA. The NBA is going to lose the whole season, and they're going to lose 4 teams at least when they come back.
No one even has missed the NBA. You think those guys would realize, wow, we got it pretty good. We should just sign up for it.
They can't understand it. You know why they can't understand it? Because most of them didn't finish college or even go to college.
Yeah.
And they can't understand the financial aspects of how much money they missing out on. I got
Mark Sanchez just got hurt yet. I hate to interrupt you, but he got hurt. He's jogging off the field. He looks okay. He's going to miss a play, I think.
Oh.
He'll have to miss one play, but he got cracked good. All right.
Oh,
but
man,
the NBA teams, the players get so much money because there's only 12 of them.
Yeah.
You got 12 guys on the whole team. So
these guys are so stupid because the bums are getting money. They got to do it like. Listen, here's what I'm saying. I say. You got to slot. Everybody got to have the same amount of money to spend and a hard salary cap. Now, listen to this. Here's what you do. You got one slot for a $15 million player, a slot for a $12 million, a $10 million, a $5 million, a $4 million, a $3 million, a $2 million, and a $1 million. So that's 8 slots. Now, the other 4 slots, $500,000 a pop. And that's your salary cap. Now, say if, you was a free agent, you want to go somewhere. Well, you got to look and see if they got a slot open in that slot. And that's the only way you can go there. Because you can't have 2 $15 million players on your team. So it's like LeBron James and Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. They have the 15, the 12, and the $10 million slot. If they want one of those slots to get open, they got to, cut one of those guys and move somebody to a different slot. And don't guarantee the contracts. Do not guarantee nothing. Guaranteed contracts.
Yeah, that's always the worst.
Guaranteed contracts have to be something of the past. Because if you got guarantees, then once these guys get the money, you see that they don't do nothing. Look at Michael Vick, got his money, and look at Chris Johnson, got his money. Ridiculous. But goddamn ridiculous. And everybody's like, oh, Michael Vick. Man, we all knew Michael Vick was lying. We knew he was playing around. See, Michael Vick, he just say what he had to say so people will start to like him again. But Michael Vick ain't changed. I mean, I don't care if he dogfight or not. I dogfight. Why? I used to dogfight. But it don't
You
matter.
used to dogfight again?
Well,
you baby fight, so I guess that's...
I did a baby fight, too. So, I mean, the stuff ain't bad, but I'm just saying, if I got in trouble for something, too, I'm going to say the right thing so everybody going to forgive me because I want to get that money.
Yeah. Hey, what about Deshaun Jackson? How do you feel about Andy Reid sitting down Jackson?
Andy Reid's stupid. I already told you he lost his job anyway to the Tony Dungy. So,
yeah, but they won't do anything mid-season, right? They'd wait till the end of the year.
I'll wait till the end of the year because Tony Dungy ain't going to take over till after that, no ways. So when that happens, I'm going to say something right now. That you know I've been saying this since probably the second week of the NFL season about this Tony Dungy situation.
Yes.
You know it. I know it. We all know it. I'm going to say that in 2 more weeks, ESPN is going to start the speculation about Tony Dungy.
Yeah.
And you know why? Because they all want to get it from the Adam Rank at NFL Network. That's from
Well, I saw Jerome Bettis on the TV today, and he was saying that maybe Bill Cowher would go back would go to Philly.
Cowher's not going to go to Philly. If Bill Cowher goes anywhere, he's going to the Colts. And I pray that the Colts don't take that dude. We don't want no retread, man.
Yeah.
Don't want no retread. Because I remember I told you about these coaches who've already won Super Bowls.
Yeah, they've never won another one.
They never win another one. Look at Shanahan. Redskins got no chance.
Yeah, what happened to the Redskins? Remember after like the first 2 weeks, it's like, oh, they might be pretty good this year.
You know why? Because they didn't believe in the Rex Grossman. He had one bad game and they benched him. You don't.
But they put him back in, and he's still having bad games.
Okay, but so what? You've already ruined the guy's confidence. You don't do that. It's over. You've already ruined his confidence. Huh?
You love Rex Grossman.
Yeah, Rex Grossman's good.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm not saying that he's an all-pro quarterback, but he's serviceable. He can get you to 8-8, and sometimes he can get you to 10-6 and get you in the playoffs. And once in a while, he can get you to the Super Bowl, which he already did. So, that's what happens. And that's all I know.
Hey, Jets and Broncos tied at 10 going into the fourth quarter. Broncos about to punt.
Man, I'm about to lose this bet, man. My $500 going down the drain.
You need the Jets to score a touchdown here, that's all.
They're not going to. They're going to get a field goal probably on 13-10.
Yeah.
If they don't cover, I want them to lose straight up.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so then it'll just be like a whole goddamn holy matrimony.
Well, let's review real quick. We got about 7 minutes left in the show. Yeah, let's go through the divisions. Who's your best team in the AFC North? Do you think the Steelers or the Ravens? Because the Ravens, how do you explain it? They beat the Steelers and they go out and lose.
No, yeah, but they lose. Listen, here's the Ravens. They lose on the road, that's all. And they lose games on the road when they start passing too much and they don't use the Ray Rice the right way. So, at home, they're a whole different story. And everybody's like, oh, they're going to lose to the Bengals this week. No, they're not. They're not going to lose to the Bengals at home. And when they're at home, they do the right thing and they run the ball. But when they play these sorry teams, they say, oh, man, we can air out the ball. And like I told you before, man, teams should go 7-1 at home, 4-4 on the road. That's 11 wins. That's all you're going to get.
So you think the Steelers and the Ravens will both make the playoffs?
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Bengals, they're not going to get there, right?
No.
Yeah. Now, who do you think that other wild card team's going to be? Are the Jets?
You know what? The Jets or the Bengals, one of those two. The Bengals might end up getting it. If the Jets lose tonight, then they're not going to get it. But if the Jets win tonight, they're going to get it.
If the Jets lose tonight, maybe the Broncos get it. They'd be back to 500 because the only other contender would be the Bills, right? And the Bills do you think they're done?
Nah, the Bills are going to win this week against Miami, so they'll be back on track. The Bills have the Bills just have lost tough games to good teams, but they beat the heck out of sorry teams, though.
And you think the Raiders have the AFC West?
Raiders got that locked. Raiders got that locked up. Broncos will fade out.
All right. What about in the NFC? NFC East? Is it the Giants or the Cowboys?
Cowboys are going to win that one.
The Cowboys are going to win the division.
Yeah. I think Dallas is going to the Super Bowl.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a bold prediction, Ed.
Well,
hey. You got the Saints. Saints will be a powerhouse. The Packers. Now, are the Lions fading? Are they done?
Since Javid Best got hurt, they haven't played well. So, I mean, until Javid Best comes back, yeah. Since Javid Best has been gone, they haven't done nothing. So they got to wait for him to get back. I don't know. They should win this week, but
they're going to beat the Bears this week?
No, the Chargers play the Bears.
You sure? I thought the Lions played the Bears.
The Bears just beat the hell out the Lions last week. 37 to 6.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in Pittsburgh. We get news late.
I guess so.
Yeah.
And the 49ers, they're going to end up winning that division, I guess. Jeez, I'm owe you $500.
Yeah. Well, so the Niners, no one else is coming out of the West, so you figure the Niners will win that division. Now, who's going to be the other wild card teams? Giants? Or you got your Lions?
The Falcons. I'm going to say the Falcons and probably the Giants. The Bears might be. The Bears going to lose this week, though. Well, the Falcons, listen. The Falcons lost road games early in the season. The Falcons are playing good.
But what about that fourth down this past week? Yeesh.
Well, hey, man, sometimes you do what you got to do, man. If you're afraid to run that play, I would.
It drove me nuts. People kept comparing it to Bill Belichick a couple years ago against the Colts. Two totally different scenarios, not even close to the same thing.
Nah, it wasn't the same thing.
Against the Colts needed a touchdown to beat the Patriots. Saints just needed a field goal, and they were already in field goal range right there. Bang, game over.
Hey, man, but if you'd have made it, you'd have done it.
But if you made it, you still had to make 70 yards to get down the field. It wasn't.
Yeah, but there's a good chance that the Saints, that'll be the second time with the ball in overtime. Usually, half the time they're going to get down and get in field goal range at least.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just a bad decision.
Hey, that's why you're not an NFL coach.
Yeah.
A lot of these people want to second guess these coaches. That's why they ain't coaches. These guys are coaches for a reason.
Yeah, they're coaches because they're coaches.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they're coaches.
I walk around and have people call me coach sometimes.
Yeah, well, you got do you still wear your cleats around town?
I had on some baseball cleats the other day, spikes.
Yeah. It's pretty
good.
They
kicked me out the mall with them. I was going to Dick's Sporting Goods.
Yeah, you think they let you wear them at Dick's? What the hell?
Well, I was looking for a new catcher's mask.
Oh, something happened to your old catcher's mask?
No, it's just an older model, man, so I wanted to get the new one, the 2012.
But you don't even, catch, right?
Well, sometimes when I'm watching baseball, like during the World Series, I will put on all my catcher's gear, and I'll get in the catcher's pose by sitting in my chair and act like I'm the catcher. And I'll call the ball.
Interestingly enough, Ed, when I used to watch reruns of Columbo, I'd wear a raincoat.
Columbo?
Yeah, Columbo.
Hey, man, how old are you?
36.
Oh, 36. Okay, I don't even know what year you were born. But I'm going to say if you add those two numbers together, it comes up to 111.
That's very good, Ed, yeah.
That's pretty good, huh?
Yeah,
and me,
pretty good.
I'm 58. I was born in 53.
Yeah.
Guess what number that adds up to?
111. Wow, that's something.
Do you know that happens to everybody in the world?
No, I really didn't know that. Thanks for pointing that out. Yeah.
Now, I want everybody who listens to my show to add how old they are this year on their birthday and what year they was born, and I bet you it comes out to 111.
Wow, yeah, pretty good.
Now next year it's going to come out to 112 for everybody.
Look at you, Ed. You're a regular David Blaine.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like a scientist with sticks.
You're like a scientist with sticks.
Yeah.
Well, we're about out of show.
Hey, I want everybody to go to Backpage Press and you can get your Ed T-shirts.
Yeah, the Ed Super Deluxe
Press,
T-shirt. You got to go buy them up.
Backpagepress.com. He got the T-shirts going. He getting close to sold out. I know the other day he had sold a whole bunch of them. So I know if you want to get them, because I don't know if he'll make a whole bunch of batches of them. So I don't know.
They really are.
It's not
fine shirt. I love mine.
I mean, hey, don't worry about it. I mean, he give me a bum one. He give me one all crooked one with meatloaf stain on it. But that's all right.
Stains on it.
Yeah.
Well, mine came in perfect condition, and I wear it all the time.
Mine was all of a faded blue. Wasn't even like a brand new blue, but I was like,
I love it. Yeah, it's a great T-shirt.
But I'm sure you guys
I'm hearing that they're selling very well, and that they may pass the Dave pretty soon for the most sold T-shirt.
I don't know. But what I'm saying is, he needs to send me another one because he sent me that old faded one with a meatloaf stain on it.
With the meatloaf stain on it, yeah.
Yeah. I want one with the edges in the middle. Yeah, tell him I need one more.
All right.
Tell him, don't be stingy.
Yeah, don't be
stingy. And then at least next time, tell him he don't got to put it in no tinfoil when he sends it to me.
Oh, mine didn't come in tinfoil.
Right, mine in tinfoil. It said Swanson on it.
Oh, maybe he's trying to keep the meatloaf stain fresh.
I don't know. I can't understand it.
Yeah. But yeah, backpagepress.com and order up your Ed Super Deluxe T-shirt.
All right. Well, my ear's getting hot, so we're gonna have to go.
All right, Ed. Thanks to Pastor Reeves.
Huh?
I just wanted to say thanks to Pastor Reeves one more time for calling in.
Oh yeah. Hey, call me after the show because I gotta tell you something. I don't want to tell all the kids in the world about it, though.
All right, Ed. I'll give you a call.
All right. Well, don't let them talk bad about you. Now it's time to say goodbye to Ed and all his friends. They would like to thank you folks for kindly dropping in. You're all invited back next week to listen to my show. So get yourself a couple paychecks and go and buy a hoe. Y'all come back now. You hear? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, get your hands out my cookie jar. Ain't play golf and guitar, too tall to ride in a car. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.